First division battle of the season. The Marlins are in town. The Fish come in 8-8. The Braves, after a convincing win yesterday, 10-6. The Braves are the only team that have not lost a series in Major League Baseball.
Tonight will be game number 799 in a row for Matt Olson. It will be number 665 straight with Atlanta. His 798 straight games currently are tied for 11th all-time in Major League history.
And Grant Holmes toes the rubber for Atlanta tonight.
Last year made one appearance against the Fish and beat them. Despite only going 5 2/3 innings, he gave up 5 hits and 5 walks.
One down. Here comes Xavier Edwards. Swung on, missed. Went up and away from him. Good slider.
So maybe not the location that Grant Holmes wanted, but it works for the swing and miss.
Grounder to Riley. He scoops. He fires. 1, 2, 3 go to Fish. Bravos coming up.
Yuri Perez here tonight, 4th start of the season. This is his final start as a 22-year-old. He'll turn 23 on Wednesday.
How about that? And this dude throws hard. Better than 98 miles an hour is the average fastball velocity.
Here's a 1-2 to Acuna, batting .242 out of the leadoff spot. Swing and a miss. 19 strikeouts now for Yuri in 16 to 3rd innings of work.
Perez has an ERA of 17.47 in this ballpark. He's given up 11 runs in 5 2/3 of an inning.
Baldwin hammers a ball straightaway center. Marcy on the move, sprinting back to the track, and he makes the catch on the run with his weight taking him onto the track in left center. There are 2 men gone.
3-2, foul tipped, hung on to by Liam Hicks. Couple of punch outs and a perfect first for Yuri.
No score into the bottom of the 3rd inning. 7-9 coming up for the Braves. Looking to crack the code of Yuri Perez. Right-hander on the mound for the Marlins tonight. It'll be Smith, Harris, and Dubon.
And the number 7 hitter, Dom Smith, is the first base runner of the ball game. He digs for second, and he has a leadoff double.
Sweet swing by Dominic Smith. He continues his great start here in 2026. Here's the new father, Michael Harris.
As that one misses, and Michael Harris takes first base with a walk.
They're at first and second for Mauricio Dubon.
That one popped up sky high behind the dish, could be playable. Liam Hicks on the track right behind home plate, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Now you get Ronald Acuna Jr. up in a situation where he can do some damage driving in runs.
Acuna in the air to deep left center field. Marcy and Hernandez are going back, and Marcy makes the grab. Tagging and going to third is Dominic Smith. Here comes a throw. Got him! Wow, what a relay! What a play! And an inning-ending double play for the Marlins.
Smith, who's not too fleet of foot, he tried pushing to third on the second out, and that perfect relay does get him. Marcy to Otto, and the great tag by Paulie, and the Fish are out of the home 3rd.
And Holmes back to work with the top of the order and Jacob Marcy.
0-2 roller up the gut past the dive of the second baseman Albies and through for a base hit. So Jacob Marcy, he has himself a leadoff single. That's the first base runner for the Marlins today.
A single, a pair of walks.
And the bases are loaded with nobody out for Liam Hicks.
The 1-0 pitch. Hicks pulls the trigger, and he lines it to right field, right at Acuna, who makes a camp-high catch. Here comes Marcy. He's going to score. Edwards goes to third, a sacrifice fly. The Marlins take their first lead of the ball game. It's 1-0 here in the 4th.
You pretty much knew you were going to get a fastball. It's just a matter of how hard Hicks was going to hit this. Maybe in the gap, lift it up a little bit higher, but he did his job with a sac fly.
Runners at the corners, 1 down.
Now a double play in order. It's up to Otto Lopez. See if he can come through with 1 out, and he will. Base hit into left field, 2-0 Miami. Otto Lopez not wasting any time, and he deposited that first pitch slider into left field.
Otto Lopez is hitting frozen rope after frozen rope. That was a hanging slider up around the letters of Miami across his chest, and that ball left his bat at 108 miles an hour.
So now they're at the corners, 2 down for Connor Norby.
And Norby bangs one through the right side. It was vacated. That's a base knock. It's a run batted in. It's 3-0. Goodness, what a nice piece of hitting for Connor Norby, who's now hitting 6 in a row.
Well, I got a first pitch fastball, and he just goes the other way. He saw that hole, and he saw where Albies was playing up the middle. They were playing him pull, and he does so well. Such a good job going the other way. That's a big RBI right there.
The Braves looking for an answer here in the 4th inning with back-to-back singles from Baldwin and Olsen.
Just like last inning in the 3rd for the Braves. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Riley had a fly out back in the 2nd. 2-0 to the Braves 3rd baseman, and Riley sends it to left. Hernandez can't get there. Baldwin's going to score. It's 3-1, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
99 miles an hour from Perez to Austin Riley, and he is all over it. Hit it so hard that it only ended up being a single.
Nobody gone, and runners at 2nd and 3rd here for Yastrzemski, who flied out to center his first time.
And it gets by Edwards. They're going to hold Riley, but Olsen comes home. RBI single for Yaz, 3-2.
Well done, Mike Yastrzemski right here. He actually gets a curveball. You can see it pop up, though, out of the hand of Perez. So you see that a little bit better. See how he stays on it, hooking it to the right side. He's just trying to hit something hard through the infield, exactly what he did. Austin Riley had to wait a minute, make sure that it got through, and the Braves doing a nice job of stringing hits together here in the 4th inning.
Now Dominic Smith, there are runners at 2nd and 3rd with 1 man gone.
Right field, well struck by Smith. It's caught by Casey, but it's a productive out, and just like that, the Braves have tied it in the bottom of the 4th.
And Dom Smith just continues to impress with his at-bats, understanding the situation, trying to get it in the air deep. That is a breaking ball, another curveball, similar to what Yaz saw, that is up in the zone that he smokes to right field, and Austin scores easily. 1 away.
And there are runners at 1st and 2nd for Agustin Ramirez.
Big opportunity right here. There's a swing and a drive in the air. Deep to left. Come on. Get legs. Goodbye, Agustin Ramirez.
The Gus Bus leaves the yard. Number 1 on the year for Augustine. And the Fish get their 3 back right away. 6-3 Marlins at the top of the 5th.
He got himself a breaking ball up at the top of the strike zone at 80 miles an hour, and Gus timed it perfectly. I mean, he stayed back and he waited, and when the ball got in the hitting zone, he hit one with a launch angle about 35 degrees, and the ball left his bat at 105. That is a welcome sight for Augustine, his first homer of the year.
That'll bring Austin Riley to the plate. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out.
Ground ball off the glove of Nardi. And redirects to Edwards. Now the Braves will get a run out of this to make it 6-4.
And Nardi might have gotten just enough of that to keep it from getting into center field.
Yeah, I think so. It's a fastball, a little bit low and away, and you're just looking for contact. And that's something that we were discussing about Austin when he was in a bit of a slump to begin the season. Sometimes all you need is some contact, and he delivers, and that time produces a run. Braves trailing 6-4 into the top of the 6th inning. Few changes for the Braves, most notably on the mound. Right-hander Rolly Munoz making his season debut.
Connor Norby hammers a ball out to left, and that is bullpen bound. Connor Norby on the first pitch of the top of the 6th goes yard. Solo shot for Norbs, his 2nd on the year, and it's 7-4 Marlins in the top of the 6th.
Munoz, this is his first appearance up this year. He had 7 2/3 scoreless in AAA. Well, welcome to the big leagues. Marlins get that run back.
This offense is partying.
And with 2 men gone, there'll be runners at the corners for Agustin Ramirez.
There goes Marcy, and he will take 2nd easily. That's another stolen base. And by my count, that's the 3rd of the ball game. Slow bouncer towards 3rd. This is trouble. No throw to 1st. Augustine has an infield RBI single. It's 8-4, and he's got 4 RBIs tonight.
Now you hit one over 400 feet, then you hit one about 30 feet.
They all
count. Good barehanded play, but no chance to get Ramirez as deep as you were playing.
Marcy winds up at 3rd, so they're on the corners again, still with 2 out. And Liam Hicks, who's been aggressive early in the count tonight, stands in.
Boy, that clips Munoz. It rolls out to 2nd. Albies can't make a play. Another run will score. It's 9-4. Caromed right off of Munoz, and then Albies made an effort on a do-or-die backhand play at 2nd.
This was going right up the middle for a base hit. If Albies comes up with this, it's a play at 2nd, but he couldn't come up with it. It'll go down as a base hit. There, he just didn't get down far enough to make that play. He would have had a play at 2nd to end the inning. I'll go down as another hit, an RBI.
Atlanta has the bases loaded with 2 out. 7th appearance of the season for John King. who leads the Marlins bullpen with a 6-game scoreless appearance streak coming into this one. He is a ground ball specialist. He is a nightmare on lefties. Bouncer to second. Gotta hurry. Throws in time. Braves leave him loaded.
So there, the corners, one down for Liam Hicks.
Bouncer towards first. That's into right field. That's a base hit for Liam Hicks. Augustine will stop at second. It's 10-4 now. Another RBI for Liam Hicks. That's his 3rd of the night.
Well, another Marlins swinging on the first pitch. Edwards got a first pitch that he hit for a base hit. Hicks gets another fastball, a 2-seamer, and he just pulls right through that hole. Another RBI.
Bottom of the ninth, last call for the Braves. New pitcher for the Marlins, Anthony Bender. 1-0, but a 7.5 ERA in 7 games. It's a rough start for him. 5 runs in 6 innings. He has 1 save and 2 blown saves.
Strike 3 call. No challenge from Baldwin. That was one of the more filthy sweepers we've seen from Bender this season. Had a lot of bite on him.
Tomorrow in that game where Lopez and Myers square off, Matt Olson will take the field for the 800th consecutive game without missing one. And he's got a 2-hit night. Single back up the middle.
Now it's Austin Riley, the cleanup man and the third baseman.
Yeah, ground ball works here in the game.
Ground ball to short. 6-4. 4-3. That's gonna do it.
How about that?
What a win for the Fish. Anthony Bender gets the 6-4-3 DP, and the Marlins bounce back from their weekend in Detroit. They get a win in Atlanta in convincing fashion. Offense comes alive. 10 runs on 16 hits, and they tie a bow on this one 10-4 over the Atlanta Braves.